Hello and welcome back to my channel HiralsWorld. Today we'll be talking about what all side hustles can you do as a student when you are studying abroad or when you're studying in Canada or USA. In this video we'll be talking about like 7 different jobs that I have personally done when I was a student, and these jobs can pay you anywhere from about 2,000 to 3,000 Canadian dollars per month. And this is tried and tested, so stay tuned until the end to know about all of these things that I worked on, and I find them really interesting and I feel that it will also benefit you. So let's dive into this video. Before that, if you are landing on this page for the first time, hi, I'm Hiralsworld. I make videos about working abroad, studying abroad, and I live in Canada, so you'll be also finding some of the Canada vlogs on this channel. So let's first begin with what kind of jobs can you do. So of course, when you're coming here as a student, you are super stressed because you don't know what will pay better and what won't, especially in today's era, because I don't know how much you know about the different jobs and the markets in Canada. But right now in 2023, Canada is going through a massive part-time job shortage. So there are full-time jobs available for labor market, but there are not many part-time jobs available. And also many times students would come here, they'd be looking for jobs for over like maybe 3-4 months, but they wouldn't still be finding anything. So what should you do in such situation, especially when there are like more than 100,000 international students coming in Canada and everybody is probably competing for the same kinds of jobs, right? So of course everybody will be either doing a delivery job or will be in Walmart or other different things that are quite popular out there. And of course, because you have so many applicants, the chances of you landing a job might just go down. So that brings me to different types of jobs that I did as a student. These are unconventional jobs, so you can do it at your own pace, at your own time. You don't really have any commitment, but at the same time, if you do give a lot of time within this job, then you could end up earning a huge amount. Okay, the very first job that you can do as a student is mystery shopping. Of course, I always post things on Instagram, and you would have definitely noticed this. Mystery shopping is very debatable, but at the same time, if you know how to identify a good mystery shopping. So what is mystery shopping? Mystery shopping is where you are getting paid to do something or to rate the service. So for example, let's say, for example, I did a mystery shopping for Chanel, and Chanel, all I had to do was to go to that store, pretend that I'm going to buy one of their expensive bags. And of course, because I look like a student and I look almost as if like I don't have any money, what kind of service are they giving me? Then like, I have to rate their standards. In this kind of job, you don't really need any qualification. You don't even need any prior experience. And the only requirement that you need in order to do this job is good English level. Of course, you need good English level because later on you have to like fill out forms to identify their services. You also have to like fill in details, and like you have to do a lot of things. So basically this is called mystery shopping, and it can pay anywhere from $14 to $15 per hour until maybe like $50 to $75 per hour. Sometimes it can even like pay off your shopping cost, because sometimes like you have to go and buy things, and then of course you can claim it. I think it's a really great start, but be aware there are frauds happening in relation to that. So you have to understand which sites are good enough and which ones you can actually rely on. The second one is online tutoring. You can literally tutor anything. If you're good in math, then you can tutor for math. If you're good in English, you can tutor for English. If you're good in any other subject, math, business, economics, I don't know, like whatever you like, you can totally do that. Now for online tutoring, you don't really need a certification. So for example, one of my very first initial jobs was to teach IELTS to students, and that was only because I had scored 9 out of 9 in IELTS. So of course, like that is something that came in very easy. It can pay anywhere from like 30 to 50 bucks per hour, and it is very rewarding job. So for online teaching, I recommend these 3 websites, and you can just go and create your profile, and you can always like start from there. The third one is a very unconventional one. It's called TaskRabbit. Now this is where you can sell your skills. So what I mean by that is, for example, when I came here, I had no idea how to install furniture. I had no idea how to like do anything, but I learned all those things along the way. So then I created a profile on TaskRabbit, and there I started selling the skills. So basically, there are people who will be helping you install your furniture, like even do little plumbing tasks, or like, let's say put up like curtain rods and things like that. So of course you need to have good tools. So I did do TaskRabbit for a while as well, and I did few projects as well. So that is also something that you can do, especially if you have good skills in like, kind of assembling furniture or doing some great stuff, then I would say that's for you, for sure. Third one is nothing but selling furniture, and I have done this so much. So basically what I used to do is like I would find like free furniture and things like that. I'd go and like, take a look at it, and if it's good, then I will take it and then I will sell it for cheap, right? And of course in this you have to have like a good idea of what will sell and what won't. So for example, something like a TV unit or an office chair, there are so many people who just give out things for free. So I would say like totally do that if you can. Some of the good places to find free stuff is like, of course, you can walk in your neighborhood, or you can go on Craigslist, or you can go on Kijiji, or you can go on Facebook Marketplace. Some people also sell cars because they have like really good mechanical knowledge. I don't have such knowledge, so that's why I'm not able to do that part. But also many people would like buy cars for cheap, fix it, and then sell it. The next one is not so popular but is actually gaining traction lately, is watching TV or listening to music and getting paid for it. And this is like a brand new thing. So I always used to wonder when I came here that, okay, like, on Netflix, I used to see these suggestions of, okay, how is this like a comedy? Like, how is this even identified as a comedy? Is it like an AI that does that? So then, like, I came to know that there are actually human people who would be watching those, documentaries, TV shows, and then rating them as either it's a comedy one, or whether it's adult fiction, different genres. Okay, but I would also, as a disclaimer, put here that it is not easy to get this kind of work, but once you have experience and once you get your foot through the door, then it gets really easy. The next two jobs that I'm going to say is like, first one is the very new one, and I see that it's going to come up so much. So after like about a year, you will find everybody talking about this job, and it's called online data rater jobs. So all you need for this one is like internet, and you know how right now ChatGPT and AI and everything is coming up. So you become an online data rater. So basically you will be using all of these websites and you will be rating the data that it generates. Now this is a very brand new field in itself. It can pay anywhere from 20 to 30 CAD per hour, and you are like given kind of tasks right along the way, and you have to complete those tasks. And those tasks are usually manageable tasks, so I would totally recommend that you do it. The last one is not very well talked about. That could be your biggest income stream, and it's called researches, or like participating in a research. So if suppose you are a student at a university, then there will be several researches going on. And even if, let's say, you are not a student of a university, you can always look for one near your home, and you can always participate in a research study. So what it does is like, you have to go on site, answer a few questions, and then they will pay you money. And usually they would pay it in cash. So like it could be like, let's say if you're doing one research, then it could be anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks. Sometimes it could be even 40 bucks. So that is all for today. If you have any questions, then please feel free to put them in the comment section below. I hope to see you next